Hey. Hey, so I haven't got any music playing on this stream because I don't think I've got time to find some. But I'm gonna move that to the other screen because I've got some stuff on there. Anyway, so basically all I'm doing at the minute is waiting for it to verify from early access. So I thought while we wait for that, we could set up some social media posts, and as well, it might be helpful to get the VR set up. So which headset do you guys want me to use? Do you want me to look at using the Index, or shall we do the Oculus Quest? Because I think almost everybody here is probably doing Quest. Might be easier to just set that up instead. Darchandus, let's go. Drop, hello. Welcome, everyone. I'm trying to set this up as fast as possible. I'm literally just waiting for it to verify at this point. It just says early access. See if I can. That's a bit easier. So I realized I'll stop showing that one. We'll show the desktop. Alex, yeah, Quest, awesome. All right, I will set that up if I remember where I put it, and it's on the wall. Quest, please. All right, Quest it is. And to be fair, it means I don't have to set up any sensors. So it makes it easier for me as well. Let's see how much battery I've got on this thing. You okay? Yeah, doing a stream. No. So hyped waiting for this to finish. Hey. 30% off code on my headset. That's all right. Valve 2 is coming out soon, I heard. Ooh, that could be pretty cool. Saying that, I've had this one for about 2 weeks now and I've hardly had a chance to play it. So I'm just going to restart the headset just because it's messed up on the control tracking. Probably doesn't help that it's really bright in here. Once that's done, we should be all right. We just have to hope this hasn't bugged out and it actually completes the verification. It says it's stuck at 99%, but I'm not too sure whether we could just restart it and find out. Which we could do. Let's pop off to a different tab and then pop back to it. No. Oh, while we're here, if anybody is interested, if you go to UE5 tab, and then actually, if anybody could tell me what the audio's like, that'd be good. But yeah, if you go to the UE5 tab and you have 100 gigs, you can scroll to the bottom of it, and then you can actually get access to that sample project that they just used in the live demo. Red, mine stuck for a while, switched to cleaning up. That's good to hear. Quest tracking is weird. I better get tracking in my room. Yeah, if you've got mirrors or anything in the room, that'll mess up tracking. Just let go, let it run, complete. That's the plan. As soon as we see it move on the bottom of the screen, we'll be good to go. Drop 100 gigabyte project. Oh god. I think that's pretty tame. I think back in the day with the what was it called? The massive open world, the one with the deers, A Boy and His Kite. I think that was around 100 gigs as well. So having all of this that small is actually quite impressive. But again, we're just waiting for this to finish. Oh, we got cleaning up. I think we're on track. That's pretty good. We've got 16 people in here. That's pretty awesome as well. Especially since I haven't put anything on social media, which I could probably do with putting a link on. Let's plug the headset in as well. That's going to need to be in there before we launch. I just pulled me nose bit out. Okay, Epic Launcher just asked for permission. We are good to go. Let me connect this. It's doing it. I think actually you could close the blind. So it might get dark in here. Yeah, you put the light on first. Alright, continue. That should be alright. We plug this in, then we can boot it up. Otherwise, we'd have to boot it up and then close it again. So let's find Oculus. We've got 23 concurrent viewers in here. That's pretty cool. So Quest should be connected. We can hit launch. Allow access. I keep opening that up. Let's do a copy. And while that's opening up, we will throw some social medias out. Okay. I need to move that. Let's keep it like that. I am going to keep everybody in suspense for a minute while I do a couple of posts. So the one thing with this is I have nothing planned, so we're just going to make it up as we go. We'll send that one off. We got 30 odd people in here. That's pretty cool. So what do? We want games. I think that'll be better. Excellent. So now we get to choose our virtual reality. Ooh, we got some changes. That's pretty cool. Chat is exploding. We start now. New game creation UE5, or is it just look at new features? We can have a look at a couple of things. Sorry for some question, but did I need to sign up for early access? As I can't see the UE5 tab. MetaMic, no you don't. You can just open up the Epic launcher. If it's not there, close it and then reopen it and it should pop up at the top. Then you can just go down to download early access and it should kick in for you. Settings to start launcher, yep, just looks trying to keep up with chat. That's all right. I don't know if I'm allowed to post it in the Unreal Slackers group, but let's try it. Can't hurt, I'll only get told off. All right, we've got a couple of things in there. Okay, so new stuff, virtual reality, project name, UE5, not UE4. You do spaces? Nope. UE5 test. Okay, browse. What I'll do is I'll put this in the GDXR folder. And then if anybody's Patreon, I'll make that available to download. So we should be good to go from there. Now we'll create. So the headset's connected. Hopefully we should be fine on that. Don't forget, guys, I am making this up as I go. So if anybody wants to see anything specific, just let me know. Ben Stanley, VR, VR, VR. We're doing it now. MetaMic, thanks. Drop. I hope the Quest will support new stuff. Got it going. Sweet. Look at that loading screen. I know, it's nice, isn't it? It's so much nicer to look at than the grey one. Let's see if I can keep track with everything. We pretty good? We got 40 odd people in here. That's pretty awesome. And that's literally just Discord links. Didn't put it anywhere else. Let's do that. While it's loading. I'm still not good at social media stuff. So it's taking a little while. Oh, 45%. Oh, it tells you what shaders we're compiling. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's in tiny little text. It actually tells us where we are. That's so much better. See how it looks on the Quest. I'm not too sure what you mean, Darth. The Quest's not on there. We just gotta wait. We're currently on 884 shaders, so it might take a couple of minutes. Hopefully not too long. This machine's not too bad. Let's just get some of these posts going. And once it's done, we'll jump straight in. We'll give Victor's new VR template a go before we actually look at the interface or anything like that. The template right off the bat. It is. This is the VR template right off the bat. Not too sure if I've missed anything. Caspius, really hope the loading times are something they take a look at. It seems like it's much faster than normal. We're currently on 670 shaders, but just being able to see that alone is much better than what we had before, where we had to just wait and guess essentially. So, yeah. For anyone wondering, I got my partner sat next to me. She's currently at work, putting up with me. Pretty cool. We got almost 70 concurrent viewers in here. That's pretty awesome. If anybody's doing any VR dev, make sure to check out the other videos, or at least like and subscribe. If anyone in here isn't in the GDXR Discord, I recommend hopping over there. We've got a new UE5 channel, and then you can we can have a chat, and then I can make a couple of more later on. So if I grab a link to that, because I always forget to have them on hand. Channel. If you're new to VR dev and you want something cool to look at, we recently uploaded a video for Half-Life Alyx smooth locomotion controls. So we'll see how that is. Be interesting to see if we can migrate it over to the new template as well. So let's get a link to the Discord, because that's all we really need. DJ beat me to it. Thank you, Darth. I put it in there anyway. I forgot. We got 71 people in here. That's pretty awesome. I think that's the most we've had on a YouTube stream. Hopefully we can get some more if I can finish these tweets. Dark Giants, way ahead of you, bro. Dude, that's why you're a mod. Because you're better at this than I am. Oculus #Quest. Way ahead of you, bro. Let's say those thumbs up. Definitely. Get some likes in here. Hopefully help the channel grow. Get some people over at Epic checking it out. So we got 170 shaders left to go. #game dev. Let's just tweet that. It doesn't have to be super long. You've been our Twitch UE5 stream accounts too. Damn. That's not bad for such a small channel. I'll take what I can get. Hopefully we can see some cool stuff in here. Let's have a look at the Discord. So Dizzy's already in, compiling shaders. Put guns in the template, which is pretty cool. So if anybody's wondering, this is the Discord. Make sure to like. So we got the new U5 channel, and basically Dizzy's beat us to the punch, which is pretty sick. Looks pretty cool. 8 shaders left on our end. Official news is going up. Welcome. Let's have a look at the Unreal Slackers. Nah, nobody really cares about that, I don't think. Okay, 64 streamers. VR mechanics is still crucial. They are. Fred, then it compiles 8,500 more shaders. Damn. Drop 60 remaining. We're on 30 now. Should all be OpenXR. That'd be pretty cool. We can take a look into the plugins and see what's been enabled. We'll have a look at project settings as well. We're on 60. 50. So no worry about Oculus/Steam key mappings. I don't think we need to. Oh my god, it got to 0 and then went to 4,500. I should have probably done this before starting the stream, but at least the hype's there. Let's just keep going with the chat. So one thing, Darth, is what I'm interested in is the way Unreal now, with OpenXR, how it handles stuff like the index. Because you actually have to open up a Steam website to put input keys into that, which then updates the log in Unreal. So you can go from there. Victor announced that full body IK will work in VR. 5K more to compile. Oh, yeah, I'm on 4K now. I was really hoping we'd be able to jump in and get going, but I think it was a bit naive. Let me actually close some stuff. Don't know what's in that one. It's my new branding. Close that one. Darth, based on what Modern Trial says for index/OpenXR, it should just work now. That's pretty cool. For anybody who doesn't know, Modern Trial is the creator of the VRE tool, which I always forget the name of because I don't use it. I think it's a virtual reality expansion plugin. It only has all the super cool features. Oh, just looking back through, Travis Ray, thank you so much for the Half-Life Alex tutorial. The features there have already been a big help. Added climbing objects in and handles ledge mantling perfectly. Dude, that's awesome to hear. Don't forget, shout out to Carissa for that one, which was awesome. If you guys have a tutorial that you want help creating, we can always have a look at that. Just jump into the Discord. But yeah, the Half-Life Alyx one. Just need to remember to disable the collisions on some stuff. As long as you do that, it's pretty functional. Fred, expansion plugin. That's it. The VRE is the VR expansion plugin. And it is free, which is pretty cool. Fortunately, though, I don't really know how it works. Chief mechanics is just going to improve PC open world game text, mainly physics-based interactions. Yeah, physics will be pretty good. But then again, all of this will be pretty good on PC anyway. We just need to hope we get some good improvements on mobile later on down the line. I think if we can get something to improve shader count and draw calls, I think that's where we'll have a bigger benefit when it comes to VR. Here for general chat. Thanks for the shout out. Dizzy, thanks for the shout out. That's alright. Takes a while. Ooh. I feel like this is stuff I should be finding out on the stream rather than the Discord. But I'm so impatient. So it would have probably been faster, but I'm using the CPU for the stream. Which is where it becomes a little bit of a pain. Yes. Yeah. At least I'm not doing it on a Mac. That would be... Oh, feel sorry for anyone. The thing is, the Mac was doing alright to begin with. It wasn't until 4.26, I think it was, the last version, that they kind of just stopped it. And that's where a load of the hassle and the pains come from. It's taking another 10 minutes to compile the other shaders once you get into the engine. Damn. I'm not too sure why there's so many. I understand that it's the first time, so it's probably doing UI shaders and stuff as well. But that seems like quite a lot. I thought they would have figured out a way to bring this down. Ah, okay. Thank you, Fred. I just got your Discord message. That helps. It's just a shame we couldn't have got in faster. Super excited to see what this is like. It's a shame we can't get Victor in here. I'll be able to answer some questions for us. Seems like a bit of a weird move to just message them. It's like, hey Vic, do you want to drop in? But if we do have any questions, I always will message them later on. Okay, we're back under 1,000. Let's hope this kicks in. Even if it's got some shaders to compile when we're in the engine, we should be able to take a look around while it's doing that. So, how's everybody doing then? Rather than just listen to me chat. Anybody working on any fun stuff? Everyone is here like staring at it. I know. I feel antsy. I feel like I should be like proper in it already. Timothy, new loading screen is pretty. It is. It's so much nicer. I hope they do like a regular update. Change it up every now and again. Fred, I'm finally in. Now I'm poking around the UI. Dude, that's awesome. Glad to sign this, although I'm way too excited right now. Aren't we all? Been waiting for days for this. Worst part is, I generally forgot about it. So I got into the office this morning, and I was like talking about Unreal 5 with my partner. And then she's like, "Isn't this stream today?" And I was like, "Wait, what time is it?" Like, I just didn't know. If I was like 2 hours early, I was like, "Oh, thank God." But I completely forgot about it. It was like a kid waking up on Christmas, except you don't know. You just wake up to a bunch of presents everywhere. It's really nice. It is exactly a surprise Christmas. Compiling shaders, we're on the last one until the next lot. Timothy, I'm excited about the new audio engine stuff. Yeah, that is really cool, especially if you're not very good at doing audio design. It could be a really good way of getting it in there, especially with procedural blueprints. If we can hook them up at the same time and access them, could be pretty awesome. Imagine having a gunshot that sounds different every time you fire it. Like, that alone would make it so much better. Unity Dev considering to switch with the new release. Welcome, Kelly Ray. We do have a channel in the Discord for Unity to Unreal developers. If that is something you want to do and you need help transitioning over, we've got a few people in there that are able to help with that. And see if I can beat Darth to the link. There it is. There's the Discord link. I beat you, which I don't normally do. Where is our UE5? It is currently minimized itself. So I've got a feeling it's doing some stuff in the background. Darth is Unreal Christmas. It is. 8 more thousand to go after this. I wonder if World Partition will be able to replace level streaming for Open World VR. It looks like it might be a new take on level streaming, which could be really interesting itself, because he was hiding in the demo. They were making visible areas, but then they said that they had layers on top, which makes me think level streaming. And it's just a new visual way of organizing that and working with it. Which, if that's the case, it could work really well for something like the Quest, because we could actually maybe get bigger worlds onto it, which would be pretty cool. It just vanished. Let's see what happens. Timothy, oh yeah, the audio stuff would be perfect for gunshots, etc., as you say. Yeah, there's so much more stuff you could do with it. Imagine, like, just off the top of my head, you could have footsteps that are different every step. So not just changing it based on a physics material, which we normally do, but having it so if you're standing on stones and rocks, you could change it ever so slightly so the crunch is different on each footstep. And then you could like move back and forth, which could be really cool. It's just little things like that which will add the difference. Darth Jandish has already joined and already waved at her. Awesome. Welcome, Kelly. We got a few people in here actually, I think. We have a lot of people joined. Wow. All right, I can't say hello to everyone, but hello, everyone. Ultra, do you know if Unreal Engine 5 has a better BSP blockout system? I don't, but if I write a note down, we'll check it out. Let me find a notepad, and I'll start keeping track of everyone's questions. Actually, let's just do it on Google. So if anybody has anything they want me to check out, we can do like a quick dive, and we can kind of bounce back and forth between different areas. Could be a pretty good way to do it. So we've got BSP. So we got what is BSP like in UE5? Close and reopen to connect my Quest 2 and it booted up way faster than UE4 did. That's awesome. Hopefully it keeps it loaded a bit better. Mine's still minimized for some reason, so it's probably doing some kind of shaders. So rather than being boring, let's move this over. and we'll put the Discord in here because I can't say thank you to everyone, but we'll say welcome. Barracudu? Kudub? I hope I definitely didn't say that right, but as a dev, it's Nanite that's making me think very seriously about jumping ship from Unity. That's pretty much where we're all at. So we know Nanite can work, I think. I'm not too sure if it's going to work on a mobile device, which is where the Quest comes into play. But Nanite should work on VR in general. It's like desktop stuff, which would be pretty cool. But I know Lumen won't because it's going to be ray trace based. Ultra, you have an RTX card. I do. I've got a 2070 Super. It just seems to be taking its sweet time. Yeah, just taking its sweet time. So we'll just wait and see. Horatia, I say that wrong every time, even though you've told me how to say it. I feel so bad every time I say it. Welcome. But yeah, for anybody wondering in the Discord, Horatia is basically our Unity guru who's moved from Unity to Unreal, so spend a lot of time in the Discord helping others, which is pretty awesome. Can't do VR Simulate on my Quest 2 though. It just sits on a white screen. Try to open UE5 tab. 5 tab. Mine didn't minimize like when it was compiling. Yay. Do the same as you right now. Just sitting patiently waiting for this to load. Instinct makes me want to close it and try reopening. But if it's just compiling shaders, it's just going to take a while, which is what normally happens. I was going to be stupid and try and install Source at the exact same time, but I don't think the computer would like that. I guess for small dev teams, Epic has been hitting it out of the park. They have. So I've got the channel, but I'm a full-time freelance VR developer using Unreal. And I gotta say, I wouldn't have been able to do half the stuff that I've made in Unreal using Unity. Not in the time allotted, so it's pretty damn awesome. Features that make me consider a switch. The sales code the Epic does is awesome too. Sales code is absolutely awesome, and we are in. If you have any questions, I can add them to the list. Okay, so project file is out of date. Would you like to update it? Let's do it. Okay, that was all done. Content draw, control and spacebar. Ooh, that's gonna be fun to try and remember. Although I probably will just keep it docked. Kind of enjoy it. Oh, so it changes. It automatically closes itself then. That's pretty cool. So we got the world outliner is permanent. Oh, this is exciting. It is. Okay, so let's have a look what we got. We got a room. I'm not going to be able to see anything in there until compile shaders is finished. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's move the screen a little bit because I think my camera's in the way. But we now get a percentage. So we got compiling shaders, 8,000, 1%. And if we click this, we can actually see what it's working on, which is so much cooler. UI seems kind of edgier at first glance. Edge seems softer and full. Chances are it is post-processing. So let's do what we normally do. Edit, project settings, see what this is all like. So it's all pretty similar, just a new look. So if we do rendering and then we keep an eye on the edges, we should be able to change this. So what was it for? I'm not going to be able to build an APK to the headset today because it's just going to take so long. It takes about 15 minutes to compile. So we'll leave it. So Lumen is disabled. I'm not going to enable that yet just because I've got a feeling it's going to be a big hit to performance. But currently we've got MSA is... Oh god. Anti-aliasing method is currently MSA, so we change this to temporal AA. We now see it clean up a little bit. That's nicer. So that's much better. I feel like I just want to find me little window to search for everything. Real time. Let's show FPS. Don't know where it went. Can anybody see the frame rate? I generally can't see the frame rate. Okay. Stat advanced. We got all the same stuff as normal. F11 version mode. Advanced settings. We got some layout stuff. I know advanced settings it's got. It's typical edit stuff. So there we go. We got 30 FPS. This will probably boost up once compile shaders is finished. The shaders compiling. Are UE4 projects convertible yet? They are. They said in the stream that you can actually migrate old versions over to Unreal 5, which would be pretty cool. If it wasn't compiling 8,500 shaders, we'd be able to do that. Control Shift H, Fred. Control Shift H. I'm not seeing anything happen. Yep, nothing's happening on my end. I want to have a look inside the room, but I don't want to ruin it for myself. Okay. Blueprints. Okay, so we've got the same as before. It feels a lot like they've took inspiration from what's it called? The Twinmotion. Looks like they've used a lot of the visual stuff from Twinmotion to make this as simple as possible, which is pretty cool. Fred shows FPS on my viewport. It's probably something to do with shaders then. I've got the FPS in the top right, which we can keep an eye on, which is pretty cool. No teleport zone. Actually, do we have... okay, so P still works for showing nav mesh. So we've got a nav mesh in the scene. There it is, popped in. Which is pretty cool. I want to try and find the new VR character. So we've got a spectator in there. That's interesting. VR template. Blueprints. And we've got our VR pawn. Let's have a look at the blueprints. Ooh, this is so much nicer. It just looks more elegant. Darth Janda's no teleport zone. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Yeah, I still think it looks like peak. I'm not too sure what peak is. It's a Unity thing, isn't it? So Unity peak. So it's kind of like this. It looks like a dark mode, essentially, of what we got going on, which is pretty sweet. Ultra, when will the first official version of UE5 release? So I can't answer that because I don't know. But Unreal 4.27 is due to be released soon, I think. So chances are that will be what we'll have. Out of demo version, I'd probably guess about 6 months. Probably the end of the year we're looking at this to be like an official release. But I don't really see why we can't use this now. This also seems to have froze, so hopefully I'm still going. I think it's froze. We'll just give it a moment to see if it catches back up. Yeah, Peak is a paid asset to remove all the side windows. Yeah, it seems like they've taken ideas from that. But as it is, most of the time when you're developing for Unreal, a lot of the time you spend it in full screen because you're trying to show a production designer or someone on your team what's going on. So it just works a little bit easier to keep that tidy. They really went with the dark mode styling. I'm on the fence, but it's configurable. Okay, where did that go? I think Unreal just crashed on me. So let's let's boot that back up. That's a bit of a crap thing. Although that looks like it's pretty much about to load back up. Where did we put it? At least it's still showing the other projects. I can't actually see the project. Okay, there, I've got it. Got 70 odd people in here. That's pretty cool. What have I missed? First quarter 2020. First quarter of 2022 should have been released. Yeah, it's probably going to look around that. Is this preview public? It is. Marvin Wayne, you can, if you've got the Epic launcher, you can go on there now. And if you restart it, you should get a UE5 and you can download the early access. One asset edit group when the editor quit unexpectedly. Would you like to reopen them? Open. That should open up our blueprints. Are there any new BSP tools? Now I've got the new PC. Hardware requirement. So I'm not too sure about hardware requirements. Okay, someone put Doc says 1080 Ti, which would make sense for something like this. It just wouldn't be allowed. You wouldn't be able to use something like Lumen. So we got this. Can we dock these? We can. Okay, so let's keep that there and see what we've got. We've got landscape stuff, same as before. Foliage, mesh painting, active features, brush editing stuff. So they've got the modeling tools on by default. So that's something that's a little bit concerning because that doesn't work on the Quest. If you try to build with the modeling tools enabled, it fails. So the shaders are currently on 2%. It looks like it restarted. That sucks. I'll have a look at plugins. I think it's called mesh editing. Modeling tools editor mode. Okay, so it's disabled. So that's okay then. So we got our play button. We can do VR still, platforms, Quest, project launcher. Basically everything that we need is here. So we don't have to worry about that too much. Let's have another look at our VR porn because it looks like we've got some extra stuff in here. Let's start at the top. So we've got our VR porn. We've got our motion controller left. So we've got a built-in widgets interaction now. So we don't have to add those in anymore, which is quite nice. Although you could actually remove one of these, you might be able to optimize this a little bit more. If you add a socket to the hand of the controller, you can actually just attach the widget interaction to the socket. Then that gets rid of one and you just switch between, which could be a good thing to do. We've also got the motion controllers in the scene rather than spawning them in by the looks of it. So we're going to have to get used to this. So begin play, set tracking origin to floor. I might have to redo that Half-Life Alyx video for UE5. Because I'm not too sure if it's going to work the same way. We've got built-in snap turning, which would be interesting to see if this has room scale. Because the room scale in the last template didn't work. Wondering if the nanotechnology will improve smaller games on Quest. I'm sure it's going to. I'm not too sure. It's a bit of a weird one. We just got to wait and find out to see what it's like to build. Let me know if you can see in your Quest 2. I can't show Steam VR when I try to simulate. DMD graphics run. Okay. So it's still compiling shaders, but I'm tempted to actually do just a play in VR. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is sound effects in the scene. Let me check my audio stuff. Okay, we'll turn it up a little bit. So you guys should be able to hear the fire that we've got in here now. Let's pop one in. So for anyone wondering, I am just using Oculus Link. So it's loading up Oculus Home. VR preview. Okay, I am. So I'm in. Although we've got the HTC Vive controllers. Performance is pretty bad, but that's because I'm still compiling shaders. So we've got no smooth locomotion. We got snap turning on the left stick, not the right. And we press A to teleport. Try and do this without punching anything. Right, okay, I'm using Airlink. Okay, it might be worth restarting. I just realized this is super tiny, so let's make this bigger. Okay, so that's a bug. Unreal doesn't apparently like making it full screen. Might as well submit a bug. I don't have editor tools installed on this, which is a little bit of a pain, but it was an extra few gigs, so I didn't bother. How are we doing? Can we beat 100 concurrent viewers? I think that'll be the most we've had in a stream, which would be pretty awesome. If you know anywhere to share it and you want to share it, do so. Will be pretty awesome. Let's just hope we can actually load this back up. Unreal Engine, Victor here. Hello, Victor. It's a pleasure to have you. And we actually love the look of the brand new template. Just gotta try and get used to it. Although I did just accidentally crash it, which I apologize for. But it's alright, we submitted a bug. Turning off Lumen lit up the room back there. Oh, we'll have to have a look at that then. Lumen might be on. That might be causing some issues. That's surprising. Hi UE. Awesome. Hi Victor. I'll do a shout out to Victor. If you could like join the Discord, it'd be pretty awesome. I'll put a link in there. Because it'd be good to have some knowledge for someone who actually worked on the project. It'd be pretty cool. We've had a lot of questions about it lately. Sorry for the VR template, looks cool. It is, although it doesn't seem to be wanting to load back up. So let's see if I can just close that. And then we'll open up the project again and we'll see what we can get done. It probably doesn't help that we're trying to rush it doing the while it's compiling shaders. But we work with what we got. And it's going to be pretty fast to open it up. Crash. Barak, good work, Victor. Is smooth locomotion part of the new template? I'm not entirely sure about Victor, but just from what I've had a look there, it doesn't look like smooth locomotion's in there. But if you do want it, I got a tutorial. Like, check out the channel. there's a Half-Life video where I show how to set it all up. Dalton Jr. Victor is everywhere. Victor's always everywhere. He needs to be everywhere. Wouldn't be unreal if it's not. Which is about to post it on your Discord. You're already streaming. It's cool. Unreal Engine. So yes, so Lumen is enabled by default in all new projects. It was a late change, and the VR template was the only one that got negatively affected by that. Okay, so it sounds like it's reacting like ray tracing did when it first came out. So I'll double check that once it opens up and make sure we disable Lumen if I can get it to open up, because it doesn't seem to be liking it anymore. Grease, I think you have to make smooth locomotion from scratch. I think I'm going to do a lot of things. I've been working on a brand new, like a new blueprints for beginners course, and I think I'm just going to have to move that to Unreal 5, which I think won't be a bad thing. Help people get started. Eric, that should change. Teleport is old now. Teleport is not old. It's only old for games. If that makes any sense. Teleport is still used a lot in more projects than smooth locomotion is, because smooth locomotion gives you motion sickness. So it's recommended not to. No, only teleportation, but I'm working on VR content examples that will contain several of them. That's super awesome to hear, Victor. If you need any, if you want any help with that, just reach out. I'll be happy to make some tutorials. I've got some ideas for some ArcViz ones that I want to do as well, which could be pretty cool. So then, this is baby, so be careful. I will. Although I can't get it to load. I think I might have broke it. So let's close this one. It says that it's working on the CPU, so I don't know if it's just compiling shaders. But I'm tempted to stop it and then open up a new project, which is a little bit of a shame. New projects, games, virtual reality. Let's just do test 2. See if this works. So apparently setting your screen to full screen while viewing the VR doesn't work. So don't do it. Live Studios, here we go. This is what I wanted. Alistair, Unreal Engine, thanks for the clarification. Yep. Chris, yeah. When developing a motion system, you really have to provide everything, because so many people get sick with one or the other. The more options you can give, the better the app will receive. Exactly. Which is why the Half-Life video that I showed, or the made based on Caricia's work, is toggleable, if you can say that right. We're at 99 concurrent viewers. Come on, we need one more to hit 100. And we haven't even been able to do anything yet. Okay. I don't even know how long we've been streaming for. But I know we've done anything. This time no, but Nanite works on PC. So we know. Let's have a look back up. I'm just checking Victor's comments to see what I can do to make this work. But Lumen won't work in stereo at all. Okay. Edit project settings. We're going to be in rendering. Let's see if we can disable anything to do with the new Lumen stuff. Okay, so we've got dynamic global illumination method. It's screen space. Okay, let's try screen space. That looks pretty sweet. We haven't even built the shaders yet. So I should really dock that window. Let's have a look at rendering. And if we change screen space to none, we'll have a look, see what that looks like. So none's still the same, so we'll keep it on screen space then. Reflection mode's also lumen. I think we just need to go through and change all of these back to screen space. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. All of the GI solutions are screen space, which doesn't work in stereo. Okay. So we change these to none. The template should still look fine. So we can work with none. It just means we've got none of the fancy stuff. But that's not really why we're here. Come to check everything out. So it looks like a lot of it's still the same, which is pretty awesome. What we got? This engine still exports Quest, or did any Android settings change? That's a good shout. All the GI solutions work. Look fine in editor, but not in VR. Right. Does the new aliasing method have any benefit in VR? I'm so glad Victor's here because some of the stuff I can't answer. Plenty of Unreal. Which other features work on mobile VR? Thanks for the updates here. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for dropping in. Makes it so much easier. So we've got our project. I'm a bit worried about jumping in and testing it now, just because I crashed it before. We've got 117 people in here. It just keeps going up. All right, everyone, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That whole YouTube stuff, it helps a lot. And if you're into VR dev as well, we've got some new stuff coming up. So let's have a look at, I think that's just going to be a static mesh. Yeah, so that's going to have physics most likely. We've got the cubes. I like the idea of having the template smaller. It's quite nice. That's it. I like the idea of having the guns. I wonder if these are going to be two-handed. So yes, we've got grab components now. So that should just mean we can drop this grab component onto anything. And then we should be able to go from there, which is pretty cool. Good guy, Unreal Dev. Unreal Engine. There are some device configurations where OpenXR causes crashes. I know it's a bit sad, but you can disable OpenXR and just use the Oculus VR plugin if you're having those issues. They've been fixed in main. Awesome. So if anybody wants to know how to download the source version of main, I'm going to sort out a tutorial for that tomorrow, hopefully, and get that up by the end of the day. So if anybody wants to start doing VR dev, that'll probably be the easiest place to work from. This template is in 4.27 as well. It is. Why do I have Vive controllers in game? So I'm going to answer that one. The Vive controllers are a part of the new VR template. Keep losing it. So if we open up the motion controller pawn and we have a look, we should be able to find our motion controllers and just find a class. Are these motion controllers all made in C++ then? So I'm so used to being able to do the blueprints just spawning in the motion controllers. Well, we got the two. Go from there. You have to manually set them. I feel like I'm in a new world. So we've got our visualization, we've got custom display mesh, and then here. They did used to have in the engine content Oculus controllers. There it is. It's got the old ones. I'm guessing if we do that, we can just swap these right out. There we go. So if anybody's wondering how to swap the controllers, that's pretty much how you do it, which is quite nice. I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I should be looking at UE4. It just doesn't seem right. Motion controller device visualization. Yeah, so yeah. It's just the delay on the stream, that's all I think. If I'm in. Bread, turning off OpenXR and Steam VR plugin allow me to VR sim in Q2 now. So I'm guessing you're saying it allowed you to stream it rather than using the link, which is pretty awesome. Not really sure what we can work on. We can have a look at. I'm a bit worried about opening up a project again because it crashed before. So I don't think there's any menus in here, so we can look at making a widget. Oh, there is a widget menu. Let's see what's in this. Restart real life. Okay, so graph, home level, quit. Aha, okay, so we got an open and quit. That's pretty cool. Gotta remember these shortcuts, control and space. Harry in the Discord. Anyone else having the screen messed up in UE5? Viewport flickers blue and lights on the side. No, but that does look like it might be a post-process issue, which is a good shout. Actually, we'll see if there's one in the scene. So there is. That's better. So I'm just going to remove the post-process. Makes it a little bit brighter for everybody. Then it works. Quest for a tutorial vid how to handle cross-platform development in UE. Yep, should be having one of those come soon. But if this is working with I keep forgetting the name of it. Oh my god, keep saying it. Where is it? Let me remember. OpenXR. If it's got because it's got OpenXR in, you should be good to go. The Lightroom VR template is a nice touch. It's one of the first thing like set up established project. I'm very tempted to try this, but Unity just currently has a lot more support and community made assets that I could have to take time to make myself. Then again, Unreal Engine 5 graphics. That's not right. So Unreal actually has a free giveaway each month for free content and assets on their store. So if you don't know where to start, you can just start downloading these, and then you can actually start building up a project as well as a library. So for example, in my library, all of this is essentially free content. So if you are starting out with Unity and you want to move to Unreal, I'd highly consider at least setting up an Epic account for a month or two. The lighting intensity is set to look good in the HMDs, not on the regular monitor. So on the Quest though, we could go to plugins. Nope, wrong one. Project settings and then plugins. And then for the Quest specifically, so Oculus VR, we can then check the color space. Would that not fix the stuff? Does Lumen work in the PC VR? It did for a moment, and then I made it full screen and crashed it. But I'm kind of tempted to see if we can actually compile it to the headset, but I can't do that until we've actually finished compiling all the shaders. Oh, I didn't know Unreal had an asset store like that. Yeah, they've got a massive store. It's like loads of free content as well, so you can go to the marketplace and download like example projects, templates, free content. if we go right to the top of the Marketplace tab, there's even a free tab, and you can get all of these stuff for free. So like free for each month, which is what I just showed, and then a permanently free section, which over at the website, where you can then access a load of stuff in here as well. So Unreal's got a decent amount of free content for anyone who's just starting out. Okay. Shall we just bite the bullet and we'll just try and VR preview again? I won't go to full screen though, because that's what broke it before. So hopefully you guys can all see it. Let's jump back. I'm having some really bad issues in this headset. So my FPS is 72, GPU is 30, that's just the Oculus. But I've got like screen warp, so I need to figure out how to stop that, otherwise we're not going to be able to do anything. So I think I'm going to throw up already. Everybody, solid, looking forward to it. Victor, I'm already following you on Twitter, so your streams up. If anybody wants to follow me on Twitter, I do actually have one, which I need to start using a little bit more, to be fair, which is just GDXR, it should be. So if we go over on Twitter, I should be able to do that. Thanks, Darth. Join Discord and we should be happy to help anyone. Cool. What I do want to do is, why don't we make something real quick? So if I jump in the headset, I can at least move around really dodgily. So let's try and get close. So we got a gun. Why don't we make something? Can we do two-handed? Okay, so we still pick everything up. My headset is going to make me throw up because it's wobbling around. So what if we start making a little game? All we'll do is we'll do some shooting stuff. So when we shoot things, we get a score. And then once we get a good enough score, let's say 10 points, we'll make it up as we go. So, okay, so it's building navigation. It keeps stopping me from moving it. And then we'll go from there. That's pretty cool. I see the controllers in the template, but what about hands? Actually, that's a really good shout. Do we have hands in this one? Because I actually like the hands. I don't know if we've got hands. Fred, where did you change the controllers? So in the VR porn, if you select motion controller left and then do control and motion controller right, you can scroll down on the right and you've got a visualization tab. You can then go in there, and if you make sure show engine content is enabled, you can just search for the Oculus. These are the old ones, but if you want to put the new ones in for the Oculus Quest 2, I do have a video on the YouTube channel showing how to actually import those. So I'll add that in because it should just be a matter of installing, just downloading the meshes and then dropping them in. So there it is. So adding rigged Quest 2. So if I share this one, I'll drop it into the chat for you. And then you're good to go. Is this new Unreal 5 beta release available to the public or more of the closed beta? It is. It's available to the public. You just got to go to the Epic launcher and then restart it. And then it's at the top here in the UE5 tab. Are the motion controllers in player pawn now or separate? They look like they're in the player, because I can't find them in the bottom. So it looks like it's been changed around quite a bit. Brendan, so will 4.25 include the new VR template? It will. Personal think hands are more immersive than controllers. Yeah, I'm kind of missing the hands, to be honest. I feel like we need them back. It's easier to replace the hands with a controller than it is to replace a controller with hands. But that's something we can always look at on the channel. Which is, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's create a little game. See if this is using a world line. Oh, it is. I've got to delete that nav mesh because it keeps rebuilding. Where is everything? I'm just going to delete the nav mesh. Just because it keeps rebuilding and then freezes on stuff. I love seeing Unreal here and talking to the chat and answering questions. It is. It's absolutely awesome customer service. It's why it's like the next best thing. Like, I can't explain how happy I am to have you here, Victor. It's made such a big difference. Oh, everything's so snappy now. I feel like it should be smaller. Okay. What I was thinking of doing is some kind of target practice. So we modify the gun so we can shoot further. Which, if it's like the other one, it will be done in the projectile. We'll have the velocity. So we got projectile movement. And whereabouts are we again? Velocity. Set that 2000 so we can shoot further. Keep getting distracted, like what's a menu and what's a button. You can turn off rebuild nav auto. Yeah, we can turn it off, but I'm going to end up putting some new stuff in here anyway, so I didn't really see the point in it. Snapping doesn't feel... Something feels wrong with the snapping. Like, that seems like a big distance to just have it pop in and out. That's a bit better. So my idea is to just make a little area that we can go through and start shooting some things in. Could be fun to play around with some of the blueprints. Yeah. Definitely not making this perfect. I'll do that. So first thing we need is something to shoot. I miss having my windows on the screen. So let's do a new one. before the blueprints. Blueprint class, actor. What do we call it? Should we just call it target? And then we will add cylinder. I think we're still compiling shaders. Yeah, we're on 58% for shaders, so if we just make something, we'll go from there. So just keep it like that. It's nice that none of it's moved around so much that we can actually work with, which is really cool. I don't know if I'm missing the chat. Does it work what we're testing here in UE5? We're just testing the editor. We're just literally having to play around. But I'm going to take advantage of Victor's new guns, and we'll make some targets that we can shoot and then unlock a door or something. And we'll make some menus as well. You can dock them to make them stay like they were in UE4. That's good to know. There's the new features like nanite, lumen, and metasound. We know there's some stuff going on with nanite and lumen at the minute. Might not be 100% perfect on VR, but we can still work with what we've got. And rather than get distracted, target, and then, yeah, we'll do, actually, prevent any damage. And then we'll just destroy actor. And now in our projectile, we can apply damage before we destroy the actor. That should be okay. Yep. So let's place something in the scene. This is where I'm coding on the spot and I start making mistakes, which isn't the best. So I apologize to anybody in here who's in the Discord sending me messages. I just keep not having a chance to do it. Doing good. Just quickly check. Oh, my team is watching you. Best wishes for us. Thank you so much. It's quite nice having so many people in here. I was expecting to just do an hour, but we might as well go for a little bit longer. So, target. We'll be able to destroy it, but we'll do a print string instead. So if I haven't messed it up, we should just be able to play and preview. Oh, it's like looking at it through jelly. And I obviously can't teleport because I removed the nav mesh. Because I am an idiot. The thing is, now how do we find it? Volumes. Am I just blind? Can I not see this? It's right at the top. What am I doing? Okay. Now that I'm actually paying attention. Got a little menu for my hands, although I can't see my controllers. I can't fire anything now. I think I broke it. Fruit media, no nanite. We've got nanite, but it's just not enabled because when I did it before, it crashed. I can try it again. So project settings, be rendering, and then we can enable nanite. But the thing with that is we don't have enough stuff in the scene to actually take advantage of it. So it's kind of pointless to enable. Forward shading by default is on. That's quite nice. Means we don't have to redo it. Although I'm not too sure why my controllers weren't showing up there. Did I remove the controllers? I did. I broke a tool, now I can't teleport after switching the controller meshes. Yeah. Let's have another shot. Okay, so I can teleport with the right controller. Pretty cool. Although my blueprint isn't working, which chances are it's just a collision thing. Because I can't remember if the cylinder actually has a collision. We've got block all. Let's just change that. But chances are it's probably... The event any damage, fire on collision. As long as the projectile is hitting the correct thing. So let's test. Play. Darth Janders, do you see a package button anywhere? Give me a second and I will have a look. This is so bad when it's compounding shaders. I really hope it sorts itself out. So this isn't destroying itself when it hits a wall, which means there's a collision issue with the wall. Projectile. This should work. Oh, overlap all dynamic. Let's just do overlap all. That should fire. Darth Janders action for asking for a package button anywhere. So, I don't, not on the file button. We've got platform, device manager, which is what I normally do in the videos, which they might be just switching over to. So we've got platforms on the top right, and then project launcher. So chances are that's what we'll just have to do now. Which isn't a bad thing really, because it's actually got Android, iOS, Linux, and Mac here as well. So we should be good. Man, I can't get over the UI, it's so clean. I know. I apologize if I'm missing anybody's comments. Chat seems to be going really fast. It's also really freaking hot in this room. Okay. So we saw the collision out. Let's test that again. I don't know if I'm just being an idiot, but I don't see why that shouldn't work. I wish they would sort out the navigation so it's a lot more accurate. I feel like you need to not grab anywhere on the mesh now. Okay, so we're still... Oh. The downside of VR. We gotta punch everything. Steven, hello, joining late. Anything exciting with the new VR template, especially for the Oculus Rift / Quest 2? We haven't really been able to have a look at Rift or Quest stuff. There's no hands, no animated hands in the new template, which is a little bit of a shame. It actually uses OpenXR, as Darth said. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm trying to figure out why this collision's not working for our blueprint. Maybe because I didn't hook up the bloody thing. But even then, it's not destroying the actor. When the collision hits something, it's not being destroyed. Because overlap all should fire. We got the beginning overlap. Impulse. Fine. Destroy actor. Because this is set up the right way. You usually have the sphere collision with the static mesh inside of it, then go from there. But I'm not too sure what I'm missing. Let's just see if... I don't even think this is firing at all. Because the bullet should be destroyed once it hits the wall. Terablader, what is the advantage of OpenXR? OpenXR, in the simplest term, is basically a global input system. So if you make something for one platform, it should work for others, which is why it works really well. Aaron Paul, hope this stream won't be deleted, sir. I'll watch this tomorrow when I get the UE5. It will not be deleted. It'll be on the channel. I might hide it later on down the line and put it into a playlist, but it should still be accessible. Louis Drazen, print string test. Yeah, it's what we do. Let's do a, rather than using the event damage, let's get the collision for this. Begin overlap, and then we'll just see if it's actually being hit. Is the projectile doing damage? No, but we were actually trying to get the bullet working as well. So if we do this, we've got begin overlap. Let's call it hit target. And then on the projectile, none of this was firing. We got overlap all. Oh, I like that we've got a 3D widget in the trace response. That's nice. Means we don't have to set that up. Let's also change this to continuous collision. They should move to straight graph lines forward, curved only backwards. That wouldn't be a bad shout. Problem is, I keep testing this and it looks pretty bad. It's not working well in my headset. But we're on 95% shaders complete, so hopefully that'll sort itself out soon. Okay, so we are hitting. The ball's not destroying on collisions. So we got hit target. So we know our cylinder's working, or our target's working. Event damage, it should be taking it. Projectile, there's something wrong with this. Aaron, thank you so much. I always watch your tutorials. Very informative. That's awesome. Honestly, that's why they're there. Hopefully, the more people that can help, the better. VR is such a new thing, and even though it's been out for a few years, it's so new, especially with the new Oculus and that's coming out. So many more people using it. We need more. But why is this not being destroyed? Is it just because the cube doesn't have a proper collision? It's got block all. That should be fine. Right there. Got should have a generate hit events. Okay, let's not worry about that. We'll just do our target. We know that's being hit, so we won't do any damage. So we can destroy the actor. So now we should be able to shoot the targets. Oh my god, I keep hitting everything. I think it's just crashed. I think it crashed because I hit the microphone. Yeah, it feels like the Wild West of gaming currently. It's super experimental, which is why I like it so much. It is. It just needs more people into it. That's the thing. That's the whole point of the channel. Norman Robinson, I'm interested in how easy it is to create a new game with UE5 for Steam VR. It looks exactly the same. There's no difference apart from the UI. You should still be able to make any game you could before, and then you'll be able to go from there. I'm basically just trying to get used to the UI without punching everything. Excellent, so we got that. And now to make my absolute favorite things in the world, our interface. Overcast. That's not it. Different interface. Underscore. Actually, rename. Target's destroyed. And then it will be in our... We can use it in another location. So let's make another blueprint. We'll call this door, but for now we'll just create a... We'll just make a sphere. to add sphere. Class settings, class defaults. There it is. Targets. And then what do we call it? Destroyed. Actually, targets destroyed. Why am I getting missing events? None. There it is. What about the physics within the environment? How natural does it feel, or rather, how difficult does it simulate lifelike interactions similar to boneworks? I'm not too sure. That's a bit more complex for this video, but it's going to be the same as what it is in the normal version. There's not much. There's not too much of a difference. W. Drazen, I believe we should have a community created game like what Blender does with their movies to show the new software. That would be absolutely awesome. Literally, I was working on planning a new tutorial, and that would actually be pretty good. So definitely called targets destroyed. Yeah. Advanced targets destroyed. Number of targets we get, we set, and we add. So every time this fires, we add one, or at least we will, in our targets cylinder. And then we need to point at we'll just say 1. Super simple. I've named these so badly. That's alright. So when we fire, we can select this one, make it public, and do save all. Door. So now in our project, as long as we target our new door in here, did I not make that public? Target interactable. So that's going to be our door essentially. Oh, you already checked Nanite and Lumen. We haven't checked Nanite and Lumen on this because they're not working on VR properly. Once it is, we're going to do some bigger tests, which will be quite nice. What else we got? I've done 30 demo games, but not finished a game, which feels like procrastinating, but not really. As long as you're making something, you're still learning. Norman Robinson, maybe have this community created game render real-time photorealistic lighting on a computer motherboard landscape, much like what you have as your workstation background. Oh, like this one. Yeah, you could always do something like that. But the thing is, real time, it's not going to work on VR, or at least Quest. You're definitely not going to be able to build stuff. And for some reason, I can't pick actors. Actor. I can't find. So we got our door, actor, visible. Select our screen. There it is. So now we can select that guy. And because we've already got it, if we just duplicate a couple of these around the scene. We should be able to count up on this guy. So we can do equal to or greater than. That's pretty cool. Branch. Targets to destroy. Leave that as default, but we'll make it public. And then if it's true, we'll destroy the actor for now, but we'll change that to have it do something else. Parablader, this channel is a rising star for sure. That's so good to hear. I hope so. It's really jittery. I think compile shaders is finished as well, so that's a bit of a concern. Now to shoot that, we get 1. And then destroy the sphere, which is pretty cool. What did I break? Target 1. Did I not set these? Or did it not duplicate it over? Door. That's alright. Our targets to destroy should be 3. It's because they fired and then there was nothing to actually talk to, which is why it didn't work. Our channels help us out to grow. Give us a like and subscribe as you are. Exactly, yeah. The more people who like and subscribe, we've got 81 people in here so far, the better. So we got that. And let's do... Oh, you know what we haven't done? We haven't created any materials. Let's just keep it all in one place. M_red. Or base color. Let's see how fast these compile. This is where I'm really hoping it's fast. Although I can't see it, so I don't know. Okay, so yeah, shader compile times haven't changed. We got a couple of new buttons up here though, which is quite nice. So base color, let's just set this to white. White parameter. Color, roughness. Save. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. What happened if I install UE5 in my Intel HD 3000 GPU PC? It's either going to run or it won't. That's pretty much it. But shaders do take a long time to compile. I think this stream was going for about an hour and a half, and I think it's only just finished. I'm not actually sure how long we've been streaming for. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Just over. Benjamin, how are you liking things so far? I'm liking it quite a bit. There's some issues inside my headset where the screen looks like jelly, which I'm a little bit concerned about for viewing. But other than that, it's pretty good. I just need to try that off stream and see if it's something that gets fixed. Benjamin, like and subscribe. Awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget we've got a Discord as well. If anybody needs help starting out or doesn't know how to start out, you can definitely head over there and we'll be able to help. Okay, so we got our stuff. Right click, material instance. Standard red and green. That looks pretty good. Shaders is still high, about normal. I need to figure out how to dock. Okay, dock in layout. That's better. Am I green? Okay, so now in our target, actually our door, let's go red by default. And if it is true, we set our material to green. I'll save. So we've got some tiles we can shoot. And we've got something that we can make win, essentially. Something I do want to change though, it is in the VR template blueprints, and that is how far we can teleport. See if we can find out where we can set it. I think it might be that one. Although that's a debug. So yeah. Oh, we're back over at 104 concurrent viewers. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so we'll have to keep teleport where it is. I need to take a deep dive into that a little bit more. Might have to take a break in a minute and get a drink. Which should be interesting to do. So we've got a couple of stuff. We can actually change the score of how many targets we've got in the scene. What if we make some of these move back and forth? Self. Timeline. What if we use the IK solver for full body VR? I think you can. They should update the locomotion blueprint for Half-Life Alex style navigation. What I'll do is tomorrow I'll convert that all over and I'll put it into a template. So I'll make that one free to download. So if you're subscribed and you want access to that project, then make sure you like and join the Discord as well. I'll let you know there. Cool. Just getting into VR dev, so it's a godsend. Thank you. So this is more of a, not really a tutorial, we're just messing around. So we got self. I wonder actually, do we get target? I can never remember what they're called. Do 2 arrows. Let's just add to it. Float. I always do that. Come on. There it is. Auto normally adds a curve to it. Do we have to manually change these now? That's a bit of a pain. Toxic produce. Minimum specs for UE5. So far, we believe it's a GTX, a GTX 1080 Ti. I think we got that and probably an i5 or above. I think it'd be pretty good. Are able to run it on Android. I haven't built to the headset yet for the Oculus Quest. Right, let's move to. And then finished. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. I don't want to do event tick because it just doesn't work very well. Cool. Still got close to 100 people in here. That's pretty awesome. Okay, we've got active location. We're lerping. Play from start. We should move. Let's test it because I've got a feeling it won't. Never does. Back to the move to. There it is. Whoa. Okay. That was not good. I think that should have timed up. I need to get relative location, I think. Get world location, scene route. It's been a while since I've done this, so you'll have to bear with me. Not sure why they're all going to the center though. That one should move up. But they all should move to the center of the world. Does anybody have any ideas? UE5 general chat, let's check that out. Sweet. Alright, let's leave that for now, because we're just going to end up wasting time. So we have our targets. How about just some widgets? Blueprints. I'm just going to make everything in one folder, although I should really keep it organized. Widgets. Oh, I like how there's a new Quixel content button. Score. Okay, I hate widgets. Let's just do text. Leave that about there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to center this actually to the center. Do you guys want me to put this in the world using a widget actor component, or shall I attach it to the camera so we can see it in the headset when we like look around? Could be pretty cool. That's all right. Right, score. Actually, let's do an integer and then we'll convert it. So we disconnect. Way. So now we've got that was over there a minute ago. It was over on the right. Aaron, which other IDE support for UE5? You don't need an IDE. You can just use the Epic launcher. It's available at the top now, which is pretty cool. When you launch UE5, there is a Lumen requires Android option. I didn't see that on mine. The Real Unholy, when is 5 getting released? It's already released. You can download it now on the Epic launcher. It's not the full release. It is a beta. So we jump over. It's an early access, sorry, but you can download it and get in there. Targets, compile. Targets destroyed. Yeah, so we get the display score. We plus that, then we set it. Oh. And then, as long as we've done that right, we should be able to see that in our player. So let's go to blueprints. Our motion controller pawn. Widget. Never remember which ones these are. I think it's draw desired size and then scale it down. Also think it comes in the wrong way around. I see our score. Nope, can't see anything. So what did I do wrong? Energy 0. Score should be fine. No, don't need that one. Power destroy, that's fine. That goes through. The designer is what we need. I'm going to move that just slap bang in the center of the screen. Just to see if we can view it. No. Let's try shooting something. I wonder if it's just defaulting to 0. Hitting anything? Oh, there's our score. So it's not attached to our screen. I need to attach it to our camera, and it's not updating. So that shows to me that I didn't put it on our camera component. So if we got our score, slap bang in the middle. That's all right. Go. Now it's just a matter of figuring out why our score's not going up, but it's because we are not pointing at our widget, are we? So our target goes off. Let's just delete that. We then find the door and then we go towards. Yeah, we point at the door, we go through it, and then we need to have that update our stuff. So we could add another one and do it from the best way to do it. So I don't know if I just need to make another pointer, but that means adding the widget. The widget's in the player, so we can get the player controller. This is all the wrong way around, by the way. Can we not cast to the VR porn? There it is. I'll bet a pure cast because I know it's not. It shouldn't fail. Get widget. Don't follow this as a tutorial, anyone. Get user widget object. And then we should be able to event target destroyed. So that's not going to do it. I am doing this completely the wrong way, I think. Yeah. Oh well, we've only got a little bit longer, so we'll just make something up as we go. And then remember what our event targets destroyed. Right one. Message. And then we just add one. It's basically the same thing. I don't know if we can have more than 2 things going in there, so we can. Or maybe not. Okay, I gotta figure out a better way to do this, because this is such bad practice. And we also need to do this after we destroy the actor, before. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Matthew, how are you liking it so far? It's quite nice. There's some visual issues that I'm having with the headset, but I don't know if that's related to the PC or Unreal 5. But as it is, it's still an alpha. The template's a little bit different because it's missing VR hands, and I kind of want the VR hands back. But other than that, it's pretty good. And UE5 itself, the UI and all that is so much nicer now. It works pretty well. Well, and then we'll go from there. To the box, is this practical for a multiplayer game? I don't think this is practical for a single player game. I'm just making it up as I go. That's the problem. I've got my targets going to the destroyed actor. Pretty much what I should have is a game instance, which then counts up, and then we get the score from there, which might be a better way to do it if people are actually thinking about following. So name instance, select let's do player stats, variables, integer score. Make sure we add it to our project settings. Player stats. And now, once we hit our targets, we should be able to remove this, remove that, plug that back in, and then destroy our target. So that should be fine. So get game instance. Cast a player score. The idea at the minute is just to make something that we can have a quick little playthrough of. So we'll do a set score. Which we'll do a get score. We will then plus one, and then add it back. And then we destroy that. So we've got that. Compile the save. And then we still need to fire the widget interaction. So what I can do is actually do that in the VR pawn. So, Christ. I don't like being put on the spot. I always mess it up. What's the logic? We don't need the door. That's fine. That's already getting its score. Filling up the interface. So what I'm trying to think of here is how do we update the score? And that's what I kind of want to get. So we got a game instance. That's being set. Score. Think. we'll just do update score. Like I said, I don't really care as long as this works. We're just going to shoot the things and then have a score display on the screen. We can play some around the scene. It's just an idea of seeing what it's like. Just a matter of getting the input from our stuff. So our target, when we hit it, updates our game state or game instance to add to our score. Then we need to get that game instance so it's don't think we can do a cast in the other one, so let's do that. Get score. And now it's just a matter of finding out the right time to fire this event score. Redline Joe's. Jonathan, did you build from source or install directly from the launcher? I installed from the launcher because it's so much faster. It still took us about an hour to build it, or compile shaders afterwards, but it's considerably faster. Especially with it just being in the alpha, there's not really any point using the source version yet. So it's just a matter of just getting it all done. Don't think I can put this in get score. Okay, might be able to. You know what? Stop second guessing myself. Let's just do this. Event. We get the score, so game instance. That's fine. This doesn't need Ninja. We just want to fire this update at some point. So what I'd probably do is have my VR pawn, because that's where our widget is, and then figure out somewhere in here to fire it. We don't need to update on tick. There's not really any point in doing that. Unless we just test it. I like how the VR pawn doesn't actually use tick. Didn't even think of that before I just done that. And then update score. Should be able to do that. So this is super inefficient. Haste is not available in the early access. It is. It's all included. But we just got some issues with it not working so well on VR, which is why we've had to disable it. But overall, it looks pretty cool. Okay, so we didn't update. Being able to throw the guns, they just fall to the ground now. I definitely don't think I will be converting over any actual projects. Just doesn't seem to be the best thing to do. I've got a feeling if that event tick didn't fire, then it might have tick disabled. Oh no, we're going to start with tick enabled. We got. It is 6:10. Okay, so we've still got 81 people in here. What we'll do is we'll go for another 20 or so minutes, because it will be quite a long stream then. Yeah, it'll be going on 2.5 hours or so. So we'll call it then. So we've got 20 minutes to get this up and running. So event tick, get user widget object. Should be fine. I'm just not too sure how the best way to update this is. There's plenty of ways I could do it. I'm just not too sure of the best. I've also got a weird feeling that it might actually just be this that's not updating. Game instance. Because I always have issues with this thing. Should not be ticking to this. But I just want to debug and see if it's actually firing anything. And a good way to do that would be to do a print string in here as well. I think if we hit this with anything, the target with anything, it should probably gonna disappear. Okay, 3. Our score isn't displaying up. Something we can do actually on our widget is find the material, and we'll find its parent, which I can never remember which one it is, so I just go through. I think it's the pass through. Yeah. We want to duplicate pass through. Call it disable depth. And disable depth test. Now if we go to our VR pawn and we choose our new one that we just made, disable depth. I should save all of these. Oh, save, close. Now when we test it, our score stays on our screen. It doesn't clip through the world. So that's something if you wanted that. Now it's just a matter of figuring out why my function isn't firing. So let's delete it. I just use display score. It's been a while since I've done these. Play. Nope, didn't do it. But the question is, I'm wondering whether am I firing something off somewhere else as well? Like another print string? No. Okay, so the print string is firing from our widget. Oh wait, no it wasn't. We haven't got. Not too sure where the print string is coming from now. Pistol, VR pawn. I should be firing target. We go through. Once target activates. I wonder if we could just do it in here. So anytime the target is hit, we update the score from here, and then we don't have to worry about doing stuff in the VR pawn. but we will have to cast to it. I'm panicking, guys. I'm trying to code on stream and I'm not good at it. Delete the projectile or close it because we don't need it. VR pawn. Shoot our target. We add one. Cast to our game state. And then go from there. So we can update. I'm just going to do an event tick inside of our widget. So at least we can see if we're actually getting the game store, if we're setting the score in the game instance. And then from there, got a feeling we will need to create another binding. We'll do display score. Unless it's going to be something silly like that. Thanks for staying on. You're welcome. It's been fun. It's nice being able to take a little jump in and see what we've got. Even though our stuff is not working. We've got a score that's definitely counting up. I'm just having an idiot moment where I can't think why. Because I'm also not sure where the print string's firing. I generally have no idea where the print string is. Does anybody remember? You alright? Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up in about 20 minutes. Like 10, 15 minutes. And really hot in here. Computer seems like it's on fire. I know, it's really nice. Very true. But as I've said, today is Christmas. And it's come early. There is a print string somewhere, and I have no idea where. And I think if we fire this on a tick, we should see this light up. That means our widget is definitely getting our information. It's just not our float, or our function, sorry. So we'll go from there. Resident, alright everyone, have a great day. See you on the next one. Definitely, we'll have some more of these, especially if people want them. Printing should be able to find it with print screen on right click. Not really sure what you mean. Let's... That's not even firing. To the log and optionally to the screen if you print to log is true. It'll be visible in the output log. Let's have a look. If we can find the output log. Wasn't only in the developers tab. Am I just being an idiot? Windows. Output log. Clear log. And we test it. That one disappears for some reason. So did all of those. You know what that probably is? Door. Ah, is it this thing? There it is. That's why. Thank you. Thank you, Redline Joe. It's me being an idiot, forgetting we had something else in the scene. And while I'm here, I'm going to go to widget, and I'm going to remove all the collision. Because it's destroying our objects. Welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got that. Rendering. I think what the problem is, I'm just not communicating to the widget. I honestly got a feeling that that's the case. That target disappears for some reason. I'm not sure why. You know what? Let's just do. I think I just need to do a custom event. And then just be like, screw it, just send the information. So update score. Update score. And then every time we destroy something, the door does it automatically. So why don't we just do a really long send to? I should have planned this before I actually started. So the pawn. And it is called event update score. So we need faster VR pawn. Get widget. Update score. And then we'll see how this goes. So now in this one, we're updating the game instance anyway. That's not too bad. I was used somewhere else, but we should see it update now. Hopefully. Oh, yep. I've got no idea why that one's disappearing. I don't know if it's something to do with the widgets or what. Oh. And it's not working. Which might be. Does that have a game mode? Does this template not come with a game mode? Yeah, we've got a game mode. That's all fine. You know, I'm really not with it today. It's what happens when you don't plan a stream. You just, we'll jump right in. We'll do something. So I've got a feeling it's something to do with this. We just need to point at the right thing. Feels like it's got a little bit of physics to it, but I'm not sure. Okay, that one lit up. The other two didn't. Oh, that's a door, that's why. Ah, you know why? This is the door and it's not happening before it's equal to. So it's me being an idiot and not updating the correct logic. So we move that here. And then let's just put it in between. We won't worry about the way it looks. I think this should at least fire now. Okay, but we got it going. Might just have to accept that I'm not getting it to update. Especially today. I just think I'm not focusing on it. But these guns are really annoying me now because you can only pick them up if you're actually, you can't pick them up by the back of the gun. You've got to get to the hands. I think I'm shooting both of them through the wall. I think that's what's caused the problem. That's going through. Score's definitely updating. Just this isn't. See this fires. Kind of missing the old template already. I just feel like it had less stuff in it, so it wasn't too much of a problem. I feel like now there's a lot more that needs to be modified if needed. Like the spectator camera, I'm not too sure why we actually need that. That could be like a little plug-in. Okay, I'm gonna give up with this. I'm gonna give up trying to get that to work. It was worth a shot. We got partway there. So, is there anything in the last 10 minutes that people want me to go over or give a shot? Because if there is, we can give it a shot. And what we can do actually is let me set up. VR template map. Okay, that's set. I don't know where anything is anymore. VR template. I'm just going to use the same settings that I used to use. Virtualized shadow, depth maps with shadow. Precise. I've got the shadow maps to next gen. What is a simplified setup? High efficiency currently used for nines. We don't really want to use that. We just want normal stuff. This forward shading is already enabled. Try and do these without having to recompile shaders. This is going to take a little bit to get used to. Mobile HDR, that will probably work, but I'll probably require some stuff. Okay, Android. Just looking to the VR template you intend to create. Just looking forward to the VR template you intend to create. Yeah, I'll definitely take a dive into it and we'll see what we can come up with. Would be pretty awesome to get some stuff in here, to be fair. Especially do some new templates. I do think I figured out a way to make custom templates the other day, but I need to have a look at it and see what I can find out. Okay, so Oculus Quest and 2 are already included. That's pretty good. Support for Vulcan's enabled already, 64. The removed ARM7, that's interesting. Pretty good. Install location. All right. That's pretty cool. Oculus VR. I'm going to disable splash screen because there was a lot of issues with that in the last version, I think. Quest, enable color specific gamut. Chroma correction. Oh, for anybody who, out of the 50 people who are still here, if you want to enable, what is it? Is it 90 hertz now on the Oculus Quest? I can never remember which one. You can do that by going to your main character. So we go to VR blueprints and open up our VR pawn. Then on event begin play, we can go down to the Oculus library. So we just scroll down. Be in here. Oculus library. Could go right down to the bottom. You can do set display frequency and set CPU and GPU levels. So we do set display frequency. And if we know what it is, so Redline Joe Q2 does 90 and 120 hertz now. So we do 120. I think that's the right one. I think might be wrong. Let's have another look. Just double check. Oculus library. Yeah, display frequency, that should be the right one. And then set GPU, CPU and GPU levels. Normally do that to 4. I think 3 is the default, but why not push it a little bit higher? Actually, I think 4 would be fine. This display frequency was an integer in the last one, I think. I don't even know if this is going to work. It's probably not. Support platforms. Okay, don't need all of those. Let's see if we break it. Normally this takes about 10 minutes. So we'll just see what happens here, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it don't. The stream might go a little bit laggy now. But if you're here and you're not already, don't forget to check out the Discord, as we'll help you out over there as well. So we've got a new UE5 channel. So if there's any channels that people want added to the Discord, we can always do that. Yeah, I think we're doing all right. Pretty fun stream, that's for sure. Be fun to do some more. So if we press play, that's a YouTube video. Allow access. So this is actually cooking pretty fast compared to normal. Normally this always goes wrong, especially when doing working with a new updated version of the engine. But we'll just wait and see what happens. Great stream, it was fun going through UE alongside today and breaking the VR template. Yeah, basically that's all we basically did, is broke it. Ah, Jandis, I'm back. Come join us on Discord. Yes. Well, to be fair, at this point, it's our Discord. We've got so many people in here now. Honestly, we need 5 more people in, and we hit 700 members. Like, come on. If you're not already in it, join. Because we have had a crazy amount of people join today, which is super cool. Pretty good. We've had about 30 odd subscribers as well today. Jumping on the channel, which has been really cool. Content for Android. Now we just gotta wait and see. Mobile HDR settings disabled. That's fine. Alright, did a build lighting on template might froze. Okay, we haven't built the lighting on this one yet, which I should have already done before I start building this one. Let's wait and see. The idea is to just build this to the headset, and then if it launches, it launches. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I can always do some debugging later on, and then see what settings work best, and then I'll make a video for you guys to show you what I use. Right, disable Lumen. I've built it several times, no freeze. I think I got Lumen disabled. If not, we'll just finish this build and then I'll have a look. I think I've got it disabled. Stigma. Oh, interesting. I missed the information about the new VR template. Is there a web page for it? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I haven't seen one for the new template, which is why we kind of just decided to do a deep dive. Although we didn't really get much of a deep dive, other than break it down. The VR template does not have animated hands anymore, which is quite annoying, to be honest. We got some audio stuff, a no teleport zone, which I'm not too sure what that's supposed to be. We got a light, some stuff. We got 2 guns this time, but neither of them have 2-handed holding, which is something. We got a physics ball, and that's about it. To be honest, it would be nice to get a bit more content in this, but I think for now we'll just have to wait and see. Redline Jones, audio is cracking. Where what did I miss? Drum roll, please. Cheers. But Lumen is on, it freeze. Some of the project settings for VR doesn't work for VR at the moment. We kind of expected that anyway. I think that's what Victor said earlier as well. Lumen doesn't work on it. Victor template, the lighting. I mean, that's fine. Ben Stanley, hail to chair. It's such a nice chair. I recently got it because my back's been killing. So I thought I'd bite the bullet and get a new chair, which is actually quite nice. I just become aware of coding without him, pretty much. Right. I keep breaking my teleport for some reason. No arc to teleport, and it's not my nav mesh, so I don't know what I'm doing. If that's the case, hopefully I'm not breaking up. But the first thing I'd suggest is checking the collision on them controller meshes on the Oculus ones that we added in, especially if you added them in. Because normally a collision in the way will stop the teleport arc and you won't be able to move. Ben Stanley, I have the same chair, I think. I know, it's a very nice chair. Does head support help back? Not really, but it's kind of comfortable. I spend most of my time sat up, but it's got like a little back support thing, which I kind of like. Honestly, I feel like a pensioner sometimes after work. This last month, I've had a bad back, I've had a bad neck. My eyes got so bad I had to get glasses. It's just not working. I'm not good. Make Believe TV. What are you trying now? VR compile. Yes. So we're trying to compile it to the Oculus Quest, which is probably why my voice sounds all funky. But we're just gonna see what happens, and then go from there. Just realized I didn't acknowledge that it's got the new UI stuff, like the icons and logos, which is pretty cool. What we might have to do is, once I can get the build settings working and see what we can go with, is try out the new Add Quixel content and see if we can build something to the Quest. Graphics. Why it's taking that long? It's taken this long because it's the first time I've built it this time since opening up Unreal 5. So it always takes longer. It takes about 12 or 13 minutes. But once it's done, it should be faster. Plus, I am streaming, so my CPU is basically crying right now. All I can really do is wait for it to finish. Later, light bake here taking forever. I'm not really sure I can help you with that. I'm not too sure about your CPU or anything. Because light bakes are run through your CPU, not your GPU. So even if you've got a really good graphics card, it's going to take you a while to build lighting. It's just the way it's always been. What I'm actually intrigued about is GPU lightmass. I think they added a new one, didn't they, that used ray trace features, but I'm not too sure. I haven't used it for a long time. Okay, we've got a warning. We've got 2 warnings. Code has been blocked from saving the content package for 2 minutes. Come on, deploy content for Android. Not long now. This is the worst thing about setting up a new project is that first time you build to the headset. Okay, launching. Let's see if it works. Okay, so my screen is just black. So it's just black. I can hear the fire, but I can't actually see anything. Okay, so that didn't work. So that was a waste of 15 minutes. But what we'll do is we will call it there because I've got to head off. But what I'll do is I will start downloading the sample project, which is like 100 gigs. What we're going to do tomorrow is I think I've got a couple of meetings during the day, so maybe in the afternoon, because I'll probably take all day to download. We can then do another stream if you want, and we can jump into it, the Valley of the Ancients, and have a deep dive of that as well. So yeah, hopefully everybody in here that is here enjoyed the stream. Feel a bit guilty for cutting it off. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions and you do want me to take a look at them, maybe on next stream, we can have a look at the UE5 general chat on the Discord, and then you can send some questions there. Terra Bladder, where is sample? The sample is available on the UE5 launcher. So on the Epic launcher, on the top right, if you scroll down, you get a download link for get the sample, and then you can actually download that and install it there. And it just downloads and installs as a project. Dude, thank you for sharing. You're absolutely welcome. As I said, it was completely unplanned. I had an idea that they might be releasing a beta for it today, but I wasn't too sure. But yeah, kind of did what we did and got what we got. Great stream. Thanks, Jonathan. It was fun. Looking forward to more, and I'll see you in the Discord. Awesome. I hope everybody sees me in the Discord. Thanks, Jonathan. We can help them in the Discord too. Exactly. I'm launching it right now on Ryzen 7. Found it. It's on page. Awesome. Shalom. Shalom? Yeah. I'm launching it right now on Ryzen. Honestly, before I go, if anybody does launch the project on a laptop or a computer that they think might be worth noting down, head over to the UE5 general channel in the Discord. So in here, and make a note of your PC specs, because we've got some people that have already been doing it. And what I can do is I'll pin these, and then I'll write a blog post up of the kind of specs that people are getting out of it. Like I had this loaded up today. I'm on a 2070 Super with an i9 and streaming, and it was running at like 30 frames. So there's still definitely some areas to improve. but that's something that could be helpful for other people as well. Also, okay, basically, Discord is the place to go. Let me know computer specs roughly that you're using, and then I can make a video explaining, giving a rough idea of where to go from, as well as building stuff for the Quest. If there's any tutorials specifically for UE5 that you want to see or you're not too sure about, let me know in the general as well, UE5 general chat, and then I'll make a video on that. So the more information we get, the more we can help people, which will be pretty good. Pretty helpful. And what I'll do is I'll try. If we get a lot of information going, I can always reach out to Victor because we were lucky enough to have him drop into the stream today, and maybe point some stuff in his direction if he needs it. Help Epic out with this. So we'll all be good. All right. I think that is now it. I'm gonna go and drink my can since it's the first drink I've had in 3 hours now. Actually, it's a good time to cut it. Okay, 3 hours and 1 minute. I hope everyone had a great stream. It was fantastic having everyone here. Any questions or anything along them lines? Obviously, the Discord, ask away, be good to go. And if you want more streams like this, just let me know as well. And yeah, rather than repeating myself, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.